Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it is Wednesday. And again, like I said yesterday, we do have an equipment-based Tier 2 speed duel deck for you guys today. And just to clarify on a couple of emails I received, why is so much speed duel lately? Why aren't you doing any of the Master game? Why haven't you been playing Master Duel? Where's Common Charity? Where's all this other stuff? To be quite honest, got a couple of things going on right now, and honestly, I'm trying to make up for not understanding the whole ban list thing a while back. So I'm trying to pump out a lot of tier 2 stuff for you guys, almost revamping the entire library of stuff. And then once the new speed duel comes out at the end of this month, we should be back relatively to normal on the channel. So it's really just like I feel like there's a hole in my content right now, and I'm really just trying to fill that out. So that's neither here nor there. Let's get you guys another deck. So whenever I play generically, I love this skill from Joey. You started the duel with this flipped over. I'm just going to attack. It's one of my favorite skills, guys. During the main phase, you can give one of your monsters an extra 100 until the end of the turn. And during the battle phase, when the opponent activates a trap, you can negate and reset that card. Each effect is once per turn, not once per duel. So it's amazing. And it's just like a good blanketed protection. So then we're doing equips, right? So the first thing I'm going to need is 3 of the copies of the Mahavilo. Why? Because it gains 500 additional attack points for each equip card already on it. So when we equip it, if the equip was worth 500, like the Gravity Axe, then the equip plus the effect is worth 1,000. See how great this is? We can make this thing stronger than Blue Eyes in one card. And we'll get to that. Next card, and again, this is one I didn't use the last time, I don't think, was the Cyber Raider. Now, Cyber Raider is actually kind of good. When this is summoned, you get to choose to activate one of the following effects. Target equip card on the field, destroy that target. Or targeted equip card on the field, equip that target to this card. So, what the Cyber Raider is really saying is, I developed Mahavilo on turn 1. I have another equip card. I drew into the Cyber Raider, but I didn't want to play the Cyber Raider because I wanted to overpower the opponent to begin with. So what I can do now is I can play the Cyber Raider, move my equipment over, and then re-equip the Mahavilo with something else. Kind of complicated. Or we can just go ahead and destroy equipments, which comes in handy when you deal with certain cards. Certain cards are just absolutely nasty, and one of those is like a Parasite Paranoid when they haven't destroyed your monster. So again, we could just immediately pop that, or, and again, maybe the opponent's using an equip deck as well. They have some equip cards. This will allow me to break that effect while boarding a monster card. So again, there's a couple reasons why he's in here. He's just generally awesome. And I always feel like every deck could use at least one monster. You could just sort of set and pass. So the next one is exactly that. It's the Blast Sphere. So let's talk about Blast Sphere for just like a moment, okay? I know I don't use this card a lot, but like this card could be game winning on its own. So if this monster in down defense is attacked by an opponent's card, before damage calculation, equip it to the opponent's monster. During their next standby phase, destroy this monster equipped to it, and if you do, just inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack that monster had on the field. Now, there's a handful of things and reasons why we overlook this. Number 1, in the master format, the advanced format, we have a second main phase, which means we could tribute, we could synchro, we could exease, we can link. Blast Sphere has no power in the actual game. But now this is Speed Duel. In Speed Duel, he has all the power because there's no main phase 2. So after the battle phase, you have to go to your end phase. So your opponent has to have a Cosmic Cyclone plus an open back row in order to get rid of Blast Sphere, at which point they're paying 1,000. They didn't get away from it scot-free. They're just not blowing up their monster card. Secondly, this is an equipment deck, and that last sentence reads very well for us. It says, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack the destroyed monster had on the field. Not its written value, what it had at the end. So, little known thing, because again, who's really going to do this move? You guys, come here. You guys know that you can equip your opponent's monster cards, right? Like, back in the day, we had a card called the Ring of Magnetism. It would lower the monster by 500 and also draw in attacks to that monster card. Well, we can equip the opponent's monster card. Now, this is going to be in our back row. That's fine. But that means we can go ahead and we can throw another equip card on that opponent's monster card. So we can make it bigger, pass our turn, standby phase, it blows up, they take that damage. So just real quick. The first equipment we're going to be using is Bashing Shield. Bashing Shield is a plus 1,000 if the monster was a normal summoner set monster card. Now, I use this one interchangeably. Sometimes I use the Mask of Brutality depending on how I'm playing. In this deck, you can use either. I use the Bashing Shield personally because I don't have to pay points. But if you guys want to be a little sneaky, what you guys are going to do is you're going to take these Bashing Shields out. You guys are going to play the Mask of Brutality, and you're going to bank on your opponent hitting into a Blast Sphere and equipping that monster, because that's an extra 1,000. It's not going to last until your next standby phase, so you don't got to pay. And that's 1,000 plus whatever the monster was. So if it's something like a Dark Magician, you're talking 3,500. That's probably the whole game. If it's Blue Eyes, that's 4,000. That's the whole game. But you can do this. I go with the Bashing Shield right now because everything else is pretty fast, pretty big. And it's still funny. I mean, you could still watch cards like Flame Wingman go down to a Blast Sphere. That's half the opponent's life points. So Bashing Shield. And again, the reason I play it, you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. So not that anybody's playing the Labyrinth Wall or the Millennium Shield or anything in Speed Duel right now, but, big but, with the Cyber Raider, he's only going to get up to 2,400. So again, there are quite a few cards that can top him. And again, this just stops me from losing the points. The rest of the deck is as follows. We got a Book of Moon, Cosmic Cyclone, Night Beam, Offerings to the Doomed, Shrink, and again, one of my favorite equips, 3 copies of United We Stand. So, and again, the way that this can work is this gives power based on the number of monsters that you have. So if I have 3 monsters, this is a 2,400 point equip card. Now, for some reason, I have 3 monsters, and you have one equipped with the Blast Sphere, and I summon, or I activate this on your card, you're up 2,400 when it blows up. It's fantastic. And again, with Maha Vilo, this maxes out at 24, call it 29. It's just about 3,000, 45. It doesn't quite hit the 5 God Dragon or the Blue Eyes. Doesn't quite hit Blue Eyes Ultimate either, I don't think. But within 2 equip cards, he can. So, pretty neat. Guys, this is the main deck. Go ahead, screenshot or pause with notes. Be right back with the rest. All right, and so the extra deck is as normal. We are going to play my good generic stuff. Again, you guys should know all of them, what they do and why they're good. And for the times equips aren't going to work, my friends, I do run 3 Lost Winds, 2 Wakings, and a Zoma in here. And again, it's just got to do with the fact that for the most part, the main deck handles the job. If you guys want to make some substitutions, I'd take out a Lost Wind and maybe even Zoma and turn those into the Masks of Brutality. Just this way you have them on hand for games 2 and 3, depending on how your opponent's playing. So guys, that is the deck. I'm not going to bother you with the normal stuff today. I'm going to bother you with one thing. I want you guys to go out, have a great day, enjoy it. You're halfway through the week. It was Wednesday. And I hope to see you guys again next time, all right? See you later, my friends. Peace.